Well, Juliette Touma's the Communications Director at the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees. She's with us live from Amman. And first of all, what's your reaction been to the 20 trucks that have been able to get through the Rafah crossing? Obviously nowhere near enough at this stage.
Oh, not at all, not at all. It's a drop in the ocean. The needs on the ground are huge. The needs in Gaza have already been very, very high, even before the war started. Gaza depended so much on humanitarian aid. At least 1.2 million people have been receiving food aid from UNRWA alone, so just to give you a perspective. So good, it's a good start. It has to be regular, has to be ongoing. It cannot be a one-off.
What we have been told is that no fuel has gone in with these 20 trucks. How big an impact will that have, especially on hospitals trying to operate there?
Yeah, well, fuel needs to come in. Fuel is very, very critical, including for our own operations at UNRWA. So if we are expected and we would like to continue deliver assistance to people, we will need fuel. But fuel is also very important for water and for pumping water into people's taps, which is currently not happening. So fuel is absolutely critical, absolutely critical.
As we are talking, right at this very moment, we are seeing the bombardment of Gaza continue right through the summit that is being held in Cairo, as well as when the aid was crossing from Egypt into Gaza. I mean, it really is relentless at this point in time, isn't it?
Yes, there needs to be a ceasefire, and the Secretary General of the United Nations has called for one. We have echoed his call this morning. Sadly, this morning we confirmed that 17 of our colleagues at UNRWA have been killed. The war continues, and it continues unabated. So that should come to an end, and humanitarian access should be regular and sustained. There are many people in need for assistance in the Gaza Strip, many, many people.
Yeah, we also heard from, at the Cairo summit, from the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. He says the Palestinians won't leave, we will remain on our land. Can you just give us a sense of how strong that sentiment is within Gaza?
What I do know is that displacement inside the Gaza Strip is vast. There's at least 1 million people who have been made homeless. Half of them are actually sheltering in our schools. Our own schools are overcrowded. We don't have enough toilets and sanitation facilities. The conditions are really getting worse by the day, also because we don't have enough supplies to cater to the growing needs in those shelters. But yes, people want to go back home. People want to be safe. People don't want to be displaced. Many of our own staff have been displaced themselves. So people want the ceasefire to work, and they want to go back home and be safe with their loved ones and their children. I don't think that's too much to ask.
A simple request. Thank you so much. That is Juliette Touma, the Communications Director at the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees. Thanks so much.